guys, welcome to my channel today. So today's video is about a vision board. So I want to start off by saying, like, a vision board is not just this collage of clipped out pictures and things just for you to look at that are pretty. It really is purposeful. It's the whole idea of a vision board is to give you a vision. I am not one for New Year's resolutions, but I really liked this idea. I felt drawn to it because it felt like there's no pressure, right? It's just to help inspire you every day, to help keep you focused. And I am such a procrastinator. And honestly, sometimes I can be so dang lazy that I really like the idea of having a vision board. We are in my basically like closet office area. My vision board is right over here to my left, and I'm going to be showing it to you guys, but it's also in the perfect place for me in my room because I'm going to be seeing it every day. So it's a great place to help keep me focused on what my goals are for 2021 and possibly even into 2022, let's be honest. And it's a good way to keep me just motivated. So if this is something that sounds interesting to you, I would definitely encourage you to give this a try. It's really not a difficult thing to do, and if it can help, then why not?
Even in the darkest night, you shine so bright.
So you are going to need a few things for a vision board, and one of the first things I picked up was, of course, a magazine. And of course, why not the Magnolia magazine? Honestly, one of my goals for this year, either this year or next year, is for a house. We don't know if that means building a home. We don't know if that means buying a home, but we do know that's probably in our future here soon. So this just seemed like an obvious choice for a magazine for me in particular. But get whatever kind of magazine you think is going to have a lot of motivation in it for you. And then also I'm going to be putting my words of the year up on my vision board to help remind me of the things that I feel like God laid on my heart for the year to kind of keep me motivated. And it's funny because I opened this up and one of the first pages in here is this letter from Joanna. It's called Letter from the Editor. And I wanted to read a little part of it because it just spoke to me so much, and it really spoke to what I had already been thinking about. One of the words that is going to be on my vision board is the word new, and the other word is clarity. And I really loved just what she said and thought it was so good. So I'm going to be cutting out little pieces of things that she said in this little letter. This year might have asked more of you than you ever anticipated. I hope you'll set aside some of those expectations, leave some of the work undone and achievements unmet. Let us dispel the misguided belief that we are to find our worth only in the hustle. Instead, may we take a break to feel the shift of the season, to slow down, to catch our breath, and to believe there is value in choosing to rest. Now, I know some of you are probably cringing at the idea of cutting a magazine. And if that's you, then just copy the pages that you're gonna want so that you don't have to cut them out. I honestly don't care. I feel like I could just buy another one if I really want another one, so it doesn't bother me. But if it does bother you, you know, just copy your pages. I also kind of just like the way a magazine looks compared to like something you might print. I just like the paper better. So I like the idea of cutting out my magazine. So I'm going to be I probably won't put this whole thing up. This is the whole letter from Joanna, and I'm going to be putting this on my board. I also printed this out of the magazine. Just a reminder to me to something like I really struggle with. I told you guys I struggle with procrastination, and just something that I'm constantly always praying about is that I will spend my time wisely. And so this is also just a great reminder for me personally. So I'm going to be adding those. on my floor, and I have a bunch of things I've printed off, cut out, found that I think I'm going to use for my board, and I have them all laying out here in front of me. I found these cute little mini clothespins that I thought would be really fun to hang on the vision board to maybe hold up some of the pictures or something, which is also, I'm just going to use this string to go with that. I also found these wood letters that I thought would be really fun to make one of our words, and I also got the black paint so I could paint those black if I want to. Some stickers, some different washi tape, a hot glue. Now I think you probably could put your hot glue right on the board because hot glue peels off so easily once it dries, but I also think I'm going to use it to possibly glue onto this paper to maybe put my clothespins on there, or even those letters right onto here to hold them up onto my board, since I can't use any thumbtacks for things like that. These are wax sticks that I actually got for my kids a couple years ago for Christmas. They're really fun because they can mold them and make basically anything with them, like you would be able to clay. And then they pull apart and you can save them and make something new. So I'll show you guys what I made with those for my board. I made this little airplane. Well, I have them stuck up here right now, just right here with 2 thumbtacks, but I might move it. But it just gives it a little more visual appeal because it's a 3D thing to look at. I have this note from my daughter, which is my favorite thing on the board. She gave me that for my last birthday. And of course I've talked about how we're going to be looking for a house this year. So I just took this picture out because it spoke to me, and we'll talk about what I'm going to be looking for a house for and all the cool things I feel like God is leading me to do in our new house. Okay, so here is what I'm really going to start on, and I kind of wanted this in the middle of my board. I printed off this map, and I have Wisconsin here, where we currently are, and Florida, and just an airplane. And I wanted this in the middle because this is kind of where it's starting our new chapter of our life. We've left Florida, we went to Wisconsin during a pandemic, no less. And so travel is kind of going to be a theme. We're probably going to be going back and forth between the two quite often. Plus, if the world will allow, we would really like to travel around the world and go to some other countries that we've never been to. So this is kind of an inspiration for all those things, and something I want in the middle of my board because it's kind of where everything's starting from. And what's good about this is you can always move things around. Nothing has to be set in stone. If I start putting some other things up and I don't like it, I can easily move it somewhere else.
Perfect.
I finished my vision board. I kind of like that I have some of these empty spaces because I can go in and fill in, put in more stuff as I want to. And like I said, a lot of this stuff I can easily move around. So if I need to, if something's just not sitting well, I can definitely change it up. Do you guys like my pointer? It's a paintbrush. I figured I would go through and just kind of explain some of the things that I have on my board, and I hope it inspires you for yours. So right here, I would really like to start a gift box company in the future. I don't know if that's going to be this year or further. That is kind of why I need some clarity, not only on that, but on a lot of things in my life right now. And that's probably the one thing that is I'm putting on the back burner the most, but also something that I want to keep in my vision. I want it on my vision board to keep reminding me of why I even thought about that and why it was even on my heart. So I put that there. I did make this little cross out of those wax strips, and that just kind of represents my own faith, as well as us trying to find a church here in the future. We haven't been able to find a good church in Wisconsin yet. I'm sure there is one, we just haven't found it. So just a cross to kind of help keep me motivated and keep me focused on what's important. I put this house up here with hot glue. Again, you guys, it should peel off really easily. This right here is the parts of that letter from Joanna Gaines that I really like. So the first thing that is on my vision board that is really my focus is the house. And from the house, this is just kind of inspiration of a house. That's a house that, oh, isn't that just beautiful? That's dream house right there. Just another picture that kind of inspires me that I love of the inside of a house. And then from the house is going to go what I hope to be a women's spiritual retreat that I could have at this house. So this is just kind of my goals for a women's retreat that I typed out a while ago, wrote out, just remembering why it's important to me, why I think, especially after the year we had in 2020, why I think that togetherness and women helping other women is really important. And then also, this is just a reminder to me. Talk to you guys about how I was getting an olive tree this year, and that was kind of inspired by something I read in the Bible. And so I have this as just a reminder that the olive tree is a reminder to me that there is new beginnings. And so new is a word for me, and just finding connection in new ways, in new places. And these are all my goals for new beginnings. So a couple things I do want to say. I did end up using quite a bit of these push pins in lots of different areas. I kept most of them, these black and white ones, everywhere. As you can see, I did use pink ones just for this picture. And something else that I really found came in handy was this washi tape. I used that in lots of places. You can see there. That's actually a sticker. That's a sticker. Those are stickers. Some washi tape. This border is all washi tape there. Washi tape there. So I just used that in a lot of places, and I did find it came in handy. I also liked having this black paper. You could use a different color to kind of put behind some of my pictures to help give them some definition and make them stand out a little bit. Okay, you guys, I hope that this gives you some inspiration. Let me know what your favorite thing is. Let me know if any of my ideas kind of help inspired you to do anything specific for your board. And again, let me know what you guys are going to put on your board, because I would love to encourage you along in those things. And also, if you're wondering, how is this a act of kindness video? Well, this is actually kindness for yourself. It's important to take time for yourself and to kind of refocus and make sure that you are the best that you can be, so that you can be an example to others and to encourage others the best that you can. If we're too drained or we're too tired, we need rest. If our mental health is not good, then we are not going to be any good to those around us. So make sure that you have a vision, make sure that you're your best self. And I hope this is some kindness that you can do, that you can implement into your life. And as always, make sure you guys stand aglow wherever you go. I love you guys. Bye.